Happy Friday, and today I'm joined by Jimmy and Amelia and Lenny, who are going to share with us some of their thoughts about being back at school. Lots of the children have been excited, but I would love you to hear some of the thoughts of our children in prep and year one. So I might start with you, Jimmy. Jimmy, do you want to share how you felt about coming back to school after such a long time away?
Yeah, so it felt a little nervous first, but then I got along with it. Yeah.
And how did you go? What were you really looking forward to about coming back to class and seeing your teacher?
Like seeing my friends again and like having more fun and doing like all my art classes and sport and music.
That's fantastic. And what about you, Amelia? How did you feel about coming back to school and what have you loved so far this week?
When I came back to school, I felt it a little bit nervous, but when I was across the oval, I felt it a little bit better. And this morning,
what happened this morning that was different with Mum and Dad?
My mum and Dad, I said, don't worry, you don't have to watch me. I can walk across the whole oval all by myself.
Is that what you said to them this morning? Well done. Yeah, that's good, isn't it, Jimmy? And Lenny, what about you? What were you excited about coming back to school?
I was excited to see my friends.
Were you? You were really happy about seeing and playing with all your friends. And have you loved that this week? Yeah. And what about the new routine of being over on the oval and walking across to class? How have you felt about that?
Little bit nervous.
Were you? Yeah. And how are you feeling now after you've been doing it for a few days? You think you're nailing it now? That's fantastic to hear. And what's your favourite thing that you've had happen at school this week?
Maybe like music or art.
You've loved the specialist classes properly this week. That's wonderful. What about you, Amelia? What's been your favourite thing this week?
I like art.
You too? And what about you, Lenny? What have you loved this week?
I like sport.
You've loved going to sport this week. Now, Jimmy, you got so excited outside playing with your friends. What happened to you this week?
I accidentally...
Tell everyone, what did you do?
I accidentally ran into a box coming out of the toilet.
Oh dear. And what ended up happening? Show everyone.
I accidentally bumped my head and it made a little hole.
And you had to have it glued up, didn't you? You were so excited playing outside with your friends that you ended up with a big bump in your head. You just were so resilient and you were so wonderful in the sick bay waiting for Mum to take you. And is it great being back, team? Are we happy to be back at school?
Yeah.
Sure is. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts today. It's been wonderful having a chat with you. Thanks everyone, and it is absolutely wonderful to have all of our children back to school in Prep 1 and 2 with us, and we only have 1 week to go before we welcome the rest of the school on site. Please make sure that you read carefully the buzz for all the organisational details over the coming weeks of drop off and pick up, and thank you again for all of your support.